Hi, I'm Troy Naya from Fire Tech 110, and I will be reporting to you on the Malibu fire in 1993, also known as the Old Topanga Fire. They called it the Old Topanga Fire due to the point of origin. Early in the life of the new city of Malibu, disaster struck. Although fires in Malibu are not uncommon, the fire of 1993 is in its own class. The area consumed had not burned since the 1930s, leaving 50 years of dense brush adjacent to the oldest area of pre-fire code houses left in Malibu. Old water lines were inadequate and chaparral clearance rules around homes were not enforced. Then the weather conspired to create ideal fire conditions. The result was calamity. In this photo here, we have huge flames descend on Malibu during the 1993 fire. In the first days of November 1993, a red flag warning was issued for the LA County as temperatures in the high 80s, low humidity, and 20 to 40 mile/hour winds were predicted. At approximately 10:45 a.m. on the morning of November 2nd, 1993, a 911 call alerted authorities that an incident of a wildfire had ignited near the water tower on Old Topanga Canyon. Within a half hour, it was clear that this was a major event. The incident commander predicted the fire would go to the beach 5 miles away, as it had in 1956, 1970s, and 1985. The fire grew rapidly, burning out of control in the rugged Santa Monica Mountains on the northern edge of Malibu. The intensity of the blaze was unprecedented in the memory of survivors of earlier Malibu area fires. The fire spread from 1 acre to 200 acres in 10 minutes. And within 1 hour, the fire had consumed over 1,000 acres of chaparral brush. The fire ended up burning 16,516 acres. A 30,000-foot high column of smoke was produced. The rising hot air creating a huge vacuum, becoming a firestorm that created its own weather with eddies and current of air separate from the external atmospheric pattern, and with winds in excess of 70 miles per hour, flames were sucked upward along the slopes at a blowtorch intensity, and wind-driven storms of embers and flaming brands flew ahead of the fire, starting new fires as much as 2 miles from the main line. By noon on November 2nd, as flames moved south and west into Malibu, winds pushed fire into all the major coastal canyons. Flame lengths of 200 feet were observed as the fire crested Saddle Peak, and 100-foot flame lengths were reported at the chaparral above Pacific Coast Highway. In succession, the fire roared into Carbon Canyon, Rambla Pacifico, Las Flores Canyon, Piedra Gorda, and Peña and Tula canyons. In these canyons, fast-moving fire lines overtook 5 separate fire engines, completely destroying 2 and sending 6 firefighters to the hospital. All roads into the Malibu area were closed as panicked residents under evacuation orders packed a few belongings and got out. Police roadblocks turned away homeowners at work when the fire erupted and desperate to return. Many residents who were at home chose to remain to fight in futile gesture for most and fatal to a few. Others left their homes but retreated only to friends and relatives closer to the beach in safer zones where they could stay close in case anything could be done. 3 lives were lost and 739 homes were lost in this fire altogether. 208 of them were just in the city of Malibu. In this photo, firemen struggled to save the Malibu Inn during the fire. This picture was taken in the daytime but is darkened by the smoke of the fire. County of Los Angeles Fire Department summoned the combined forces of all fire departments west of the Continental Divide. Long convoys of fire apparatus were immediately en route, streaming down the web of the interstate highways into the Los Angeles area. Traffic was cleared off Pacific Coast Highway and internal Malibu roads as many hundreds of fire trucks and emergency vehicles flowed into thousands of personnel. Military units responded with additional manpower, specialized equipment, including helicopters and firefighting C-130s, as well as generators, water supply, and other logistical help. 3 staging areas were established. Along the north flank of the fire, staging was located at Station 125 at Las Virgenes Road near the Ventura Freeway, Highway 101. For resources entering the incident area from the north and south, this location provided easy access to the Malibu area via Las Virgenes Road. The second staging area, called Coast Staging, was at the intersection of PCH and Topanga Canyon, designed to control a direct resource toward the coastal flank of the fire. The third staging area, Civic Staging, was located on the Chili Cook-Off grounds along Civic Center Drive, near the head of the fire as it moved into Malibu along the axis of Malibu Canyon, and was easily accessed by units as they arrived from the north and west along PCH. This was a military-scale operation running around the clock at frantic pace. At the height of the fire, the red, lemon, and white fire engines were parked nose to tail in a mile-long line down PCH. A physical wall of equipment and associated manpower ranged against the fire. The names on the trucks comprised a catalog of towns, cities from the western U.S. to manage this immense and diverse team. Drawn from 1,000 plus fire companies and staffed by over 7,000 firefighters, a unique incident command system was implemented. It was an amazing effort assembled almost instantly out of available resources, a tribute to the effectiveness of the emergency services led by the fire department. This was the largest deployment of firefighters in the history of California, involving 165 engine strike teams of 5 to 6 vehicles each, 25 single resource engines and emergency support teams, 129 hand crews, 31 air tankers, 23 helicopters, 2 CL-415 planes, which as you see in the picture, 13 bulldozers, 50 water tenders, 8 food dispensers, over 7,000 firefighters and support personnel, plus the support of 458 agencies from 12 states. Emergency Services has estimated that the Malibu fire caused $500 million in total damage. Here, smoke travels from land to water. And that'll be all for the Malibu fire in '93. Thank you. This is Troy and I signing off.